Okay. If I have everything set up right, then this shouldn't be awful. All right, being nice. We're being nice here today. We're being nice, Nick.
Yes.
I'll give it to Andy Warski. He got fucked by this guy. All right, let's move on to the article, shall we? I'll try to make it a little bigger for those of you who are at home. Then we'll pull me... Let's put me a little smaller in the bottom corner. Okay. I'm now minuscule in the bottom. The article's on screen. Imagine having your entire life turned upside down and inside out and systematically dismantled by a powerful force freed from the individual burden of the sense of responsibility. Thousands of people coming together in one place for one purpose, to figure out how to get you. You're probably imagining losing your job, your reputation, and even personal relationships. That's exactly what happened to me, and it all happened in the span of a week. Dude,
that's what happens when you act like a fucking douchebag and do the shit that you did.
Is that not the biggest fucking victim card you've ever heard?
Yeah.
Oh, why are these police persecuting me? They just found a dead woman in my trunk. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yo, guys, did you know that everything and everyone is fair game in italicized internet blood sports? A sickening internet phenomena that happened when unscrupulous Springer-esque internet entertainers discover that there is serious money to be made in pandering to, I don't even know what that word is, seeking sociopaths on a relatively unmoderated streaming platform. Stream.Nazi. Their standing lynch mob armies can field thousands of trolls to any given time. Targets are chosen more or less at random. You know, at that point, I don't actually disagree with that. I think at the end of the day, people draw short straws in that community because that community is built on killing somebody. And at some point, you run out of pedophiles and fucking furries to take down, so they try to take down somebody big. And that's kind of what happens over there. But that's probably the only thing that has made sense this entire article so far, and it's not even that good coming from him. It's kind of rich coming from Ian Miles Chungus.
It seems to me that the small part of truth out of what he just said, those targets are not chosen at random. They're very specific.
Oh, there's a
like you criticize certain people or say certain things.
Yeah.
Then certain things are going to happen.
There's an agenda here. There's 100% an agenda here. But documenting the history and psychology of internet blood sports is beyond the scope of this article. Well, good, because in this industry, I don't think you're going to be writing very many more. This is the story of how I came to be associated with one of internet blood sports' current figureheads, and how he leveraged his troll army against me when our relationship turned sour. Yo, first of all, this is on a website called lulz.com. I don't know what that is, and I don't know how reputable it is, but let me click this up top. Okay, it has a connection is secure. I thought this was on a website where the connection wasn't secure. I'm like, that's how shitty of a website we're on right now. But he's going to go and talk about Hype Break, which at this point, I mean, nobody could possibly feel bad about him. This is... Oh, I can delete mod you, too. Nobody could possibly fucking feel bad about this shit.
I don't feel bad for either of them.
I feel bad for Andy because he could have fucking died.
Yeah, I feel bad for Andy too, and I hate Ian making me feel bad for Andy.
Yeah,
but I was talking about Hype Break. I mean, you weren't talking about
Hype Break. I don't feel bad for either one of them.
I mean, I don't think anyone should be swatted unless, like, there's a legitimate reason, like you are a gun runner or a pedophile or something.
Now, this is a story.
But as far as Hype Break goes.
Yo, now this is a story all about how my life got turned upside down. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Andy wanted me to stay quiet as a mouse, and then he went, woohoo, and swatted my house. I mean, no, Ian, sorry.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Wait, not much. Just found all the tipster shit weird with him possibly going on Warski. I don't find it weird at all. Especially after that clip the other night.
It was expected.
It's expected. He's a failure. That means two things. The founding of Hype Break. I chanced into meeting Andy Warski, whom I'd already known for at least a couple of years, late 2018, several months after I'd been let go, along with everybody else from Milo Yiannopoulos' Dangerous. Milo Yiannopoulos, I know Tommy holds this guy to a crazy standard. I know nothing about him. All I know is one of his employees who also worked for Ralph blew his fucking... killed his father because his father called him a Nazi. So that's all I know about this guy, and he doesn't seem like very good company.
Yeah, Milo's not well liked, I should say.
That's what I've heard. Warski himself had more or less been disowned by all his friends for participation in internet blood sports and engagements with members of the alt-right. Now, I thought he was disavowed from the alt-right before this fight with Tonka that was going to happen. I don't know. He was getting killed for a while there. He was kind of the butt end of all the jokes. I'm amazed that he battled back, to be honest. During our talk, we eventually came to agree that YouTube Games journalism collaborations would be a chance to both of us to rise like a phoenix from the ashes. I can't read this. This is so bad. Will be a chance for both of us to rise like a phoenix from the ashes and make a name for ourselves. Hypebreak was born. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, your channel wasn't that good. I'm so sorry. I watched a couple Hypebreak videos. Your shit, you wrote it and Andy said it out loud because he had an audience. Don't fucking pretend your shit was that deep. We don't have fucking Nerd City brewing in this bitch, okay? We're not looking at the next iDubbbz. Your channel isn't that interesting. And it's dead now, so. Hey, we didn't allow guilt by association when we talk about that side. Only everyone else.
Well, it seems like there was a certain amount of money flowing through Hypebreak because, Andy got pretty upset about getting cut out of it. And now he's not able to pay his whores. Like failure.
I think he got the money, didn't he? Didn't he end up getting the money? I think he got the 4K.
No. I'm pretty sure MCM ruled against him, unless something's changed.
I don't know. Since then, I thought he got the money back. I might be wrong. Because
no,
I know...
it
hasn't? Because
I
remember
talking to Tommy,
he said that Tommy was going to... Not Tommy. He said that Ian was going to lose the fucking money but get the channel. That's the beginning. That's before all the swatting stuff happened.
No, because what happened is So Andy lost like $4,000 from AdSense because Ian went in and changed the recipient bank account or whatever to his.
Mm-hmm.
So he basically stole that money. And then Andy had paid Ian for the first couple months of Hypebreak when they weren't making any money. He paid him even though they made nothing.
That I knew.
So Andy went into PayPal and filed a chargeback on that money.
Oh.
Another money we back him?
Yeah.
One day Matt
so
says,
I don't know. I don't know if PayPal has ruled in his favor or not. They shouldn't, but it's hard to say.
Matt says, to be fair, no money to him. I don't know. At this point, I don't want Ian to see a fucking dollar.
Yeah, he doesn't deserve anything.
To be fair, when Ian started covering PewDiePie and that controversy, he played the algorithm game really well, and that's what propelled Hypebreak to getting half a million views on that video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you're talking about Hypebreak, Ian did create all of the fucking content.
Yeah, no, he did all of it. I still don't want him to see a dollar of it. I kind of think that's karma. Like, I mean, he could get a job. I just kind of hope he doesn't.
I mean, I think what he did goes beyond YouTube. I mean, swatting should be illegal. It is illegal, isn't it?
Yeah, the problem is that who's going to expedite him? How much money are you willing... I mean, if Keemstar didn't try to sue Tommy, even though he has no leg to stand on, why the fuck would Andy Warski, fucking Mr. fucking cocaine, gonna fucking sue this guy? Andy's not gonna lawsuit. There's a better chance of FaZe Bank suing Jake Paul.
And international lawsuits are really difficult anyway.
Yeah. There's a lot of layers to that. He's probably going to walk away from this and just have no career. And he's in a situation kind of like anybody on the other side where now nobody's going to hire you. So you better hope your internet career fucking improves. Otherwise, you're going to be working at McDonald's. That's what's gonna
Who
happen.
the fuck would work with this cunt after this?
Nobody.
The
All they
employee
got
I mean-
manager.
He had a legitimate beef, but the way he went about it was completely fucked up and inexcusable.
Yo, what the fuck is up with all the gay rise like a phoenix and shit? I don't know. This guy's got a fucking complex, bro. He's got something going on. Let me get to the next part of this, because this is fantastic.
A mythical furry?
Following the creation of the channel, I gave it a name and registered it to the related domains. Our first weeks of churning out YouTube videos without pay... Our first weeks of churning YouTube videos were without pay until we built enough content and subscribers to meet YouTube's qualifications for monetization. Hey guys, well, by the way, you're on my channel right now, and it'd be great if you could keep this stream running in the background, even if you hate me, because... We're trying to reach those qualifications for monetization. We've already hit the sub count. Yes. We're approaching the view count. It'd be totally swell. Then I don't have to promote my shitty fucking Streamlabs anymore, which I'm not.
Ian should learn to code.
Yes. Ian should learn to code?
By the way, I've been hearing that meme everywhere, and I have no idea what it's about.
We found it on the show today.
So, back during Obama... they were coal miners were possibly losing their jobs because going green energy. So there were a lot of journalists wrote articles saying that coal miners should learn to code, or that they were learning to code. So now that the journalists lost their jobs, people are saying, "Hey, why don't you learn to code?"
Okay, that's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's funny.
You know what? I think I know what
it had nothing to do with green energy. It was about destroying the Rust Belt, and
I know how Ian gets out of this.
No, there's no way.
No, Ian gets out of this. I'll tell you exactly how he gets out of this.
Sudoku?
I know.
Because Andy rise again?
If the miners needed to learn how to code, these guys need to learn how to mine. So I think that Ian Miles Cheong should start a Minecraft Let's Play channel. What do you guys think?
No, I have a better idea.
Liam AK in the
chat. Considering where he lives, maybe Bitcoin mining is more.
No, I have a better idea, Nick.
What do you got? What do you got, Kevin Blanco?
He needs to start a Destiny channel.
Yo, Ian Miles Cheong needs to be the next big Destiny tuber.
So Joey Salad just put a video up saying Stacey Abrams green screen, talking about the Democrats' reaction.
Will Herron goes, I never made fun of anyone losing their jobs. Well, we're not talking about you, Will Herron, but there were people like that. Ian Minecraft Chong. Oh god, Ian Minecraft Chong, bro. That's it.
Why such the moral outrage about people losing their jobs? It was hilarious when Sargon lost his Patreon to some people.
Bro, don't bring it there, please. Don't bring us back to Pate Bin. Ian got me, and so did fucking David Sherratt. Those two idiots. God, I fucking hate David Sherratt. I live my life hating David Sherratt. He's the first one to make me look like an idiot on YouTube. And it's not even like... That was only for a couple of minutes.
You mean other than you?
Ian Miles Cheong should start a Disney Channel analysis channel. Yo, I think Ian Miles Cheong should review scented candles, as I said to David. Mr. Glowworm in the chat with the dopest name I've ever seen before.
I was thrilled to participate in this political debate.
I think we reached a very good point in this political debate.
Yeah, when I cannot wait for tomorrow's news.
Oh, Jesus.
See you guys.
Peace
out. Political nuance doesn't get much better than this.
Oh, man. Yo, I have 33 fucking people in here. What the fuck? I used to have 5. This is great. Alright, while Warski contributed little to the channel, he did promise to bring in a source of revenue through a YouTube MCM. That's a multi-channel network that would guarantee Hypebreak better ads and even sponsorships. I mean, yo, what up, Real Talk? Yo, you can come in here if you want.
Oh, yeah. My man.
We're in my server if you want to pop in. We're not in Ricochet's, because we're usually there.
Here, I'll add him.
I think he's in. Is he even in here?
I think so.
I think he's in here.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, Real Talk's here. Okay. So keeping up with it, I just want to get more through this now. And although he signed Hypebreak up to the new MCM, I would eventually learn from the manager that he did so under his own name and falsely referred to me as mere someone that is under his under his employment. Thankfully, the content I had created in Hypebreak's YouTube AdSense receipts directed to my account in the months prior to Warski signing up for the MCN, satisfactorily proved to his manager that my majority ownership of the channel. None of the promises Warski made came to pass. Well, it seems like you were on an MCN. It seems like you were on one. That seems to be one of the promises. The other half was bringing in a lot of people, which he did just by being there. He does have an audience of 250,000, in case you forgot. But, Geek Thulu sure did, because none of them subscribed to his channel. If you guys see Real Talk pop up in the Discord, just let me know, then I'll pull them in. I would later learn again through MCN's manager that Warski was always offline and impossible to reach. Alright, when was that? Because Warski took a few weeks off for a fucking death in the family. Is that what we're talking about? Is that what he's talking about? That's ridiculous.
I assume that's probably what he's talking about.
What a piece of shit, though.
Yeah.
He didn't pull his effort when he said he was taking a break from the internet. And I had no idea where he was, because I apparently didn't know he was taking a break from the internet. Yo, I'm back. Yo, what up, Augie? We're reading Ian Miles Chungus, boys. During this time...
The thing is that death in the family thing, that didn't just happen and then he left the internet. Like, he was around for a little bit after that, and then just disappeared for 2 weeks.
Everyone sort of thought that was happening for him to drop out of the fight, which now kind of seems funny. That's what I thought at the time.
Yeah, well, I put him on a milk carton.
I think that, I mean, in my personal opinion, it's a shocking fucking turn of events that Andy Warski even showed up to that thing. I think.
Well, of course you're going to show up to a...
No.
Why wouldn't you show up if you're Andy Warski?
Even Ralph thought that would go differently. I don't know.
The fight has been cancelled. It's Tonka's fault. Why are you going to be given a mic and a chance to shit on Tonka in front of everyone?
Oh God!
Why would you not turn up to that?
Too, if I was Andy.
I mean, of course he fucking showed up.
All right. During this time, as I would also later learn, Warski would lie to me and tell me that his MCN manager was working on it. Hold on, let me just load it. And that he would attempt to strong-arm him into getting us sponsorships worth 10 times more what we were earning through YouTube ad revenue alone. And now, it was at that point where Warski relapsed into internet blood sports. Warski's inability to commit to the channel actually stems from his preoccupation with blood sports, which came about through his relaunch of a show called The Warpath on his personal channel. For a time, he made bank. Yo, what kind of fucking publication goes, he made bank from YouTube super chats?
Hey kids.
A Vice article.
Yo, let me rewrite this for you. For a short time, he made hella dough, yo, from YouTube super chats, dude. Donations provided by viewers over the course of dozens of 3-hour live streams. Each stream of the Warpath earned upwards of $300, which some of which was split with the co-host. Yo.
Yeah. Each streamer earned up to 3 Benjamins, man. It was dollar bills, y'all.
Oh, yo, he made fat stacks.
He was ultra rich.
Oh my God. Real talk is
What's
in the
word, my
cold. What
niggas?
up? Yo, you're high as fuck, bro. I mean, you're smoking lots of
Always.
lots of tobacco, right?
Always not.
Tobacco.
I know you seen you doing the State of the Union. I was like, oh, I gotta see this shit.
Oh yeah, we already did that. It's over now. We did some real.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, now we're talking about Warski.
Ah,
I totally just
that
missed my
puny
mouth.
guy.
By the way. I totally just missed my mouth with the drink. Ian is still shit at writing, college student levels of journalism. Excuse me, I am a college student, sir, and I take offense to that. Alright, so let's get to the next fucking paragraph. Where were we? When that well ran dry, Warski found himself scraping at the bottom of the barrel. Yo, real talk, if you don't know, this is the guy that swatted Andy writing this article. That's the context.
Oh shit! Okay.
So, like the guy who was singled out because his wife complained of his poor hygiene during a live stream that had fewer than 100 viewers.
Right.
Oh. Oh no, he was making streams dedicated to YouTubers no one even heard of. Like the guy who was singled out because I don't even remember that stream. I don't watch Warski though. It was at this time when Warski came back to Hypebreak. He had seen its numbers and growth, and he started to consider it as a worthwhile alternative to internet blood sports. He would promise.
That's not why he came back.
Yeah, I know, 100%.
He came back because the Warpath is fucking dog shit, and so is Geek Food.
Hype. That just scared the shit out of me. I forgot that was there. I'm gonna move that to the side. Why the fuck is my sound effect? Your dad is dead. Your dad is dead. Your dad is dead. That was Thomas Ellington. He would promise to deliver twice daily content that he didn't actually deliver. Shocking. Andy Warski said something and he didn't do it. Dude, this is the guy who skipped Ralph's fucking war stream. Whatever. What a few videos he made were poorly produced, based on stale material other than other gaming channels that I already covered days before. This was his contribution to Hypebreak. Now there were warning signs, as if none of these other things that he mentioned could have been considered warning signs. They were all quality content. In the midst of his decline of efforts to push the warpath, Warski struck up a beef with another YouTuber named Tonkasaw. Now,
You know how that went.
I have a question.
Alright, that's not exactly true. I wouldn't say Warski struck up a beef. That was always there.
That's been there for years.
There was always tension. I wouldn't blame either party for those two, things ending the way they did.
Is Tonkasaw one word or two words?
I'd say
Either
both
way.
pussy. How about that?
Real talk, I'd say he's a pussy. I like Tonka still. I mean, I can't.
It's what we all like pussy. Like, I like pussy. You know what I mean? So I feel you, bro.
I'll talk
I don't
about
think
more
Tonka's
stuff.
a pussy.
I wouldn't probably go back on his show. That's my thing.
I don't think Tonka's a pussy. I just think he made a stupid fucking mistake. A retarded mistake, which cost the fight.
Yeah, like I don't think I could have supported him after that. That's my thing. I don't think I could have supported him after that publicly. Or I can talk to him privately, be his friend, have conversations with him and stuff like that. I just don't think there's anything I can do publicly for him. I think that's fair. I don't think people should ask me to.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, you can't ask me not to be friends with somebody because he did something stupid. Because I'm pretty loyal in that regard, and I believe Tommy was running around saying, "I can't believe Nick hasn't stabbed me in the back yet." After that week, oh god, I'm fairly loyal. I don't know. At least Andy.
To be
went
fair,
after
like
Ian live on air with
everyone,
a webcam instead of Ian.
everyone's human. And everyone makes, mistakes. And I think the name change thing was an extreme fuck up.
Yeah.
A big mistake that he should never have
fuck up.
done.
The way he says it
Major
was
fuck up. Which handed Andy the fight.
Yeah, it did.
But, that's
how much more
just
shit do
one
we
mistake.
have? I think we're on our way.
I mean, it's not a pattern of behavior.
I'm going to try to push through this now. I'm going to try to get a couple paragraphs here and stop responding to every single one. In the midst of his declining efforts to push the warpath, Warski struck up a beef with another YouTuber named Tonkasaw. The two had history as co-hosts, and Warski felt that Tonkasaw had somehow betrayed him to Crowd and Sargon. Someone that Warski ended up trying to be friends with. Never mind. There were details. There were details that he shared with me in earnest. Who the fuck uses earnest? As I share my Dude, this is the guy who used the word earnest in this paragraph and used the word bank. Would you ever do that in a fucking, real talk, if you were writing a publication, would you go, he made bank, yo?
No.
Whatever. Details that he would later weaponize against me. And in doing so, he personally hurt those I care about the most. And by that he means his pockets. Moving on. Despite his lax efforts on Hypebreak, I considered him my best friend. Dude, if you're gonna swat your best friend, I'd hate to see what you do to your worst enemy.
For real.
And I believe
I'm wondering whether there's going to be a conclusion at the end of this thing where he goes, "Okay, so I swatted him and tried to have him killed over some bullshit."
He's not gonna. He's gonna be like, "Yo, listen, these guys are ruining my life. You gotta stop them. They keep telling everybody I swatted them, but I can't get a job in the industry, and now I'm running on lols.com. No." I told him things in my personal life, much of which would be uninteresting if not for the drama that now surrounds it. That I should not have accidentally betrayed the trust of those who I care about, as I vented to him about my relationships and friendships with others, whom he did not even know. He would say, "If you have any relationship problems, just tell me about it. I'll help you out." How little I knew then. Dude, this is such a victim card. And this is the guy who wouldn't even tell us that he lied when we were defending his fucking ass about his potential swatting. This is the guy... Dude, this is so fucking ridiculous that I'm reading this shit right now. Warski's penchant for internet blood sports led to his decision to physically fight Tonka in the ring, perhaps to see the buildup of the fight as yet another way to maintain some sort of relevance in the scene, and make a scratch in the process. It all culminated in a real-world MMA bout in Knoxville, Tennessee. That never happened on January 19th. He now brags about being undefeated MMA champion. The proud boast of a man who fought against a ghost and won.
Oh my god.
Yo, why are we talking about Andy Warski versus Tonka Saw? Like, dude, this has nothing to do with you swatting Andy Warski. Like, where's the... And that's when I swatted him, Your Honor.
I think that part's going to be left out.
During this time, Warski's paranoid symptoms made themselves evident to me, as he would, at the times, rail against his former partners and co-hosts, describing them as thieves and snakes. Now, if you don't know, that's a shot at Chris Warski, and probably a shot at Geek Thulu, who abused his trust and betrayed him. Warski would accuse his longtime partner on his main channel, Chris, of siphoning thousands of dollars out of his bank account. These are accusations he would make both publicly and privately.
So I swatted him and tried to have him killed. You can add that to the end of everything that he's saying, and everything he said before it.
And it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when I swatted him, Your Honor.
He involves Cheong. He may have had some legitimate beefs of Hype Break, but he's a piece of shit after what he did.
Yo, could you imagine having girl problems and feel bad for your son, but then I called Andy Warski and now I don't have none? Yo, like, imagine your girl's like, oh, you know, I didn't get my period this week. I know what to do. Andy. Andy, I know you've been pulling condoms off girls before. I'm sure you've had a pregnancy scare.
Oh.
Oh, God. These were accusations he made both publicly and privately, with details I found incredulous. He would make the same accusations about another YouTuber he collaborated with, named Jean-Francois Guerrepé. I said that surprisingly well. Whom he would claim was using him for his clout and channel for its much larger platform than Guerrepé's own. By the way, if you don't know, you can buy this book. I'll put it in the description. JF's book that he put out, The Legendary Phenotype. It has 4 stars on Amazon.
Well, I actually agree with that last statement that he made. I mean, when JF was on Warski's show, it was very obvious that JF was... Andy was JF's bitch. And he was running the show. And he made him look like a bitch on a number of occasions.
I don't think that was JF's issue. What I think happened was I think JF was far more interesting than Andy was. That's why his show he has now is running well. I mean, it's very boring if you watch his political debates and stuff like that, but when you heard him talking on YouTube Drama, you heard him talking on Bloodsports, apparently he was really funny. I never watched one of his streams, but I've heard he was like a powerhouse in that regard, and I don't think that's crazy. I think that Andy had to find a co-host who couldn't possibly outshine him. And that's where he found
the reason why JF has done well is not because, you know, he's all that great. He just hasn't fucked up. If you look at every single YouTuber, well, most YouTubers, you can trace their downfall back to a severe fuck up.
I just want to hear him talk about fucking retarded girls.
If you
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
be
won't
honest,
hear
bro.
him talk about that. That would be a fuck up.
I'm looking for a girl.
He
who's
censors that
mentally
shit from his
nine,
chat.
who's
You can't say
mentally
potato in his chat.
This
You
is
can't
where
talk about Jay Dyer in his
see
chat.
right here? You see where my fingers are? This is where the people are who fuck the retarded girls. And all and this right here is where you are, peasant. Alright, back to the fucking now this is the next platform. If this was a YouTube video, it would pop up like with some nice fucking transitions. The buyout. The true extent of Warski's paranoia became evident when early in January he locked me out of Hypebreak's channel without warning and accused me of working against him with Tonka Saw, a man whom I had no contact. You kind of did. You were talking through Vamp, but
Yeah, you talked up.
you had contact. We managed to resolve this issue when I successfully reclaimed the channel, but heckles were raised. And I knew I had to part ways with Warski or risk being drawn further into his delusions. I.e., I had to do whatever I could to get the fuck away or I was going to be in blood sports. Too late, motherfucker. Next part. At the time, I had a good thing going for me as my main editor, Exclusivity Games. As the main editor of Exclusivity Games, Hypebreak was taking off. You see, it was here, and now it is here. I did not want to see any of it collapse over yet another one of Warski livestream freakouts, so I made an effort to distance myself from him, eventually proposing
By
to
swatting him.
I made an effort to get away from him by telling the police that he was armed and dangerous. And schizophrenic. No, to purchase his share of the channel using funds that were set to be paid to him through the YouTube MCN for the months of December through January. We both understood this meant he would have to wait at least 30 to 90 days for the funds to process. And as an additional stipulation, Warski demanded I followed by talking with the boys, that I did not know whom refers to, I pay an additional $2,000 over a period of 8 to 12 months following my ownership of Hypebreak because he believed it would grow and that he would, and I quote, become jealous and bitter over its success. The additional money, he said, would sweeten the deal. We had a verbal agreement to transfer the full rights and control of the channel over to me. And here we go. I agreed and drafted a contract, put it in writing, evidence which he himself had produced on social media as proof of our agreement. However, I could not get his signed copy back from him, and he was unreachable for a day. So it was at that point at that point which he went on yet another one of his live streams to refocus his attacks on the staple of the internet bloodsport villain, Tonka Saw. Go back to North Korea, my man.
Yikes.
Oh, Jesus. Let me catch up with the chat right now. No, he wants to train all his women. Co-host of the Kumite 6 months ago. I had no contact with Tonka. In order to disavow from Andy, I had decided the only thing I can think of in the moment was to have swatted him. How long is this article? Get good. It's on its way out now. We're almost done. This is the fake drama part. I believe it goes down. Yeah, this is the very end of it. During the stream, my name came up in a leaked private chat log, by the way, I was watching this, between the guest and Tonka Saw's girlfriend, who I have been friends with for years. She remarked in the DMs that she can't imagine Warski's reaction if he were to find out that we were still talking, in spite of his aggression towards her boyfriend. It's worth noting that Warski, at the time, fully aware of their friendship, of me and her, of the friendship with me, had said to me that it didn't bother him. This is in bold text, so this is real important, don't forget. So it should be puzzling as to why he took this as a surprise when he went to rail on about how I was a snake all along and how I had somehow stolen Hypebreak and its revenues without even so much as a notice. But a discerning mindset would suggest that Warski had found himself a new target to monetize. The blood sports with Tonka had already died with the MMA fight that never happened. He promised to make a new set of videos unveiling the true extent of my supposed snakery and how I've been intending somehow to backstab him all along. Somehow.
So I swatted him and
You
backstabbed
swatted
him like
him,
a
you
snake.
fucking snake. He was right.
Bro.
You fucking.
Alright, I we're at the very end. We're at the end. He brought up my employment with Exclusivity Games and unfairly directed a hate mob at my employer. Could you imagine getting swatting somebody and then having the audacity to say that people were making a hate mob towards you, thereby prompting the termination of my employment? He got fired? Yes! Learn to mine. The entire article is a bitch piece. Feel sorry for me. I thought journalists talked about interesting shit. No one reading this is a clue what IBS is. Yo, that's the best part of all this. This is where I was going to get at. Anybody who would read this article on this website has no fucking clue what any of this is, and this probably sounds like the dumbest fucking shit they've ever heard. Warski released a proper video the very next day promising more to come, exposing details of my personal life that would have otherwise been of no interest to anyone were I not the subject of his campaign against me. Warski promised to take down Hypebreak, striking down content I had produced, and effectively burning me to the ground. In his video, Warski promoted an outright lie about me killing a dog.
So I swatted him.
Wait, do you know what the outright lie was? Do you know what that was?
I've heard about the dog killing thing, but I'm not 100% up
I want to
to
ask
date.
you real talk. Real talk. Do you know how Ian Miles Cheong allegedly killed a dog?
No.
He apparently swatted somebody else, and the police flashbanged their dog to death.
Are you serious?
You say apparently. I mean, did he do that?
God. Wait a minute. All right. I'm going to have to skim this now because I just realized there's like 17 more paragraphs. Oh, fuck. All right.
Damn.
So let's read these comments. The harassment campaign that started. These are actually harassment messages that he's talking about right now. That all of which it appears he's flagged. Is that what that button is? He's flagged all of these comments. I really am looking for you. I'll pay anybody who provides me with details of this man's address. This is a comment. I'm reading a comment. This is not me saying this. He says he's going to hurt you. I can't wait to hear you scream. Oh my god. What the fuck?
What?
These are weird people. You guys ruined this for me. You're a thief and a liar and an animal killer. You're the lowest piece of shit on the planet. What a real shame that someone sent me videos of you shit-talking Islam to the Malaysian government. That's where we draw the line, Mr. Adam Rosebah. Alright, no wonder you have one subscriber. Yes, swatting and taking a dude, there's a swatting reference in this fucking thing. Fuck you, Ian Miles Cheong. From Jesus Christ. Dude, Jesus, you're a savage. Give Andy his channel back. From Ramen Rain.
Ramen?
Oh, God. Yeah, I disavow. Yes, I heavily disavow, bro. Mad disavows. Fuck. For example... Oh, here it is. Here it is. For example, I was accused of calling a SWAT team down on someone's house. A troll by the name of Wild Goose, who produced dozens and dozens of doxes of journalists during the height of Gamergate. Now, from what I've heard, and stop me if I'm wrong here, I heard that he provided dozens and dozens of doxes about the other side during Gamergate.
Yeah, well, Wild Goose has openly, and Ralph has openly admitted that Wild Goose doxed Ralph.
No, I thought Ian was doxing.
I don't know about that.
I heard Ian was doxing during Gamergate.
Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, the guy's obviously a piece of shit.
Wait, this is his big fucking break of the story. In some stories, a dog is flashbanged. In others, it's killed.
It was flashbang, which resulted in it being killed. It's the same fucking story.
The other dog changes from person to person I supposedly swatted to Wild Goose's dad. Multiple SWAT raids on the same person. The dog is blinded, sometimes killed, sometimes blinded and killed. None of these stories line up.
This motherfucker got a dog blinded and killed? Fuck!
I'm sure the dog went a little bit blind before its head was blown off by the flashbang.
Fuck!
These things are not inconsistent.
This is so great. If you guys want me to stop reading this article, you can see my Streamlabs up. Oh, God. The Wild Goose man, non-existent dog. Okay.
Tizzy in the chat said Ian sent Goose's docs to Sharat.
Yeah, that's what I heard too, from behind the scenes. I don't know if that's true, But, I mean,
Yo.
would you be surprised if Mr. I don't clean my room? The lobsters tell me I should clean my room, swatted somebody. I don't know. It's ironic for Wild Goose to demand... This is the third paragraph in a row about a dog. Hold on 1 second. Ooh. Okay. It's ironic for Wild Goose to demand a recompense over the injury of a non-existent dog when he himself led a campaign to eradicate pit bulls across the United States during that time.
So I swatted him.
They were pushing the flashbang the dog story. Oh my god.
I'm about to put one in the air for that dog, bro.
Anyone who processes these allegations with a functioning brain cell can see what they are, malicious jokes intending to defame, but that hasn't stopped some people from taking it at face value or mindlessly joining in the bandwagon to call for my blood over an imaginary dog. 4 fucking paragraphs and a fucking video. What is this
Hey
video?
guys, this is Wild Goose. I just wanted to give you a quick update. on
Probably
the-
some
I think it's the
bullshit.
dog.
It's the Wild Goose dog video. Dude, this is all about dogs, bro.
Brave
100%
Papas.
himself. He stated that he sent it to Sharat. I'll take Augie's word for it because he did do research from Boblox. Alright, this is betrayal. This is where Andy Worski betrayed him. Are you ready to find out? During the moment of weakness, I had also reached out to a friend I had known, one I thought I could trust, mindlessly detailing my actions to her. This is the girl who reported him for swatting, I believe. Despite knowing a little of Worski, she would later tell them about it, revealing a few out-of-context messages I sent her. Are you fucking kidding? Are you fucking... This isn't it. There's no way this is it. Is he being serious? Is he being serious? Alright, guys. Give me 3 seconds. We're going to go to Keemstar's Twitter right now. If you guys are in the call and you're not watching the stream, I would go to the stream for a second. I'm going to shut up until I find it, so it's not going to be annoying. I believe it should be... What the fuck is that? Let me go to media. Because now we're going to listen to the audio. That's what we're going to do.
Oh, okay.
This just should be back like 2 days. Not that far.
By the way, Augie, your boy's a cheeseburger. I just thought I would throw that out there.
Sub to PewDiePie. Emergency. Where the fuck is it? It should be here.
Yeah, it was a couple days before.
Oh god, that girl's probably dead.
Yeah.
This is the second audio.
And hopefully soon the Mississauga police will be paying him a nice little visit. I told them that he was armed and dangerous, because he is. He's got guns, and that he's prone to bouts of schizophrenia and bouts of violence. So he might be in for a treat. It's all true, by the way. He is prone to all these things. So yeah, that's not.
Did you hear that? You guys got that?
Yeah.
Hopefully soon the
Oh shit, hold on.
Mississauga police will be paying him a nice little visit. I told them that he was armed and dangerous, because he is. He's got guns, and that he's prone.
Now, Ian, what context was that supposed to be in? The quote is, I called the police, I told him that he was armed and dangerous.
Yeah, what'd you expect?
What fucking context does that belong in? And now he's getting mad at the girl. I went on his live stream and detailed everything I had ever said. I cannot speak to her state of mind or explain why she would betray my trust. Bro, you fucking swatted somebody.
Because you're a piece of shit.
Oh my god. Every word I ever spoke on the internet is now being used against me as evidence of my character. Words that contradicted my narrative are cited as proofs of hypocrisy. Andy Worski with the kill stream, and now even Drama Alert's Keemstar, who frequently calls in the internet bloodstreams, have fit to spread a narrative about me that consists of many lies and few truths. I never got a dog killed.
To be fair, I think Worski is incredibly lucky that he lives in Canada. Because if he lived in America, you know, it may not have been 2 detectives that showed up at his door. You know.
Oh, yeah.
It may have been some hardcore cops with
Yeah.
some semi-automatic weapons.
I never got a dog killed. Could somebody make a motivational poster of Ian Miles Cheong that says, I never got a dog killed? That's what I want. That's what I... you know what?
I swatted Andy, but I did not kill the papa, you see.
Where's Tommy? Get Tommy in here.
I we fucking see.
Yo.
You over there fighting with cheeseburgers. For real, dog. I was thinking Tommy would take on everybody.
Oh, God. I never got a dog killed. I never stole a YouTube channel or its revenue. I never initiated a DDoS attack on Warski, but you might have done one on us. I never flagged down any channel that reported anything on the subject. It's a narrative that has been brought by Warski to a sizable amount of money with videos that are being used to raise funds for an Indiegogo project involving Warski and Ralph. What the fuck is this, dude? What is this? Final thoughts. It's easy to join a hate mob. Oh, Jesus.
This is like a pedophile complaining for being persecuted. Like, I just want to love, you know? Why people gotta hate?
Oh, God. Fuck, I can't type. There we go.
I agree with Deborah Miller. Everybody in this story is a pussy. And an asshole. And I agree.
The swatting footage in question did not originate in Texas, but in Oregon back in 2015. So no, Ian did not get a dog killed. Well, I'll take your word for it, but along with this week's events, unless I saw some evidence, I don't know if... It's, the issue with this
that's the thing about that narrative. I'd like to see proof now.
Matt and Augie, it's not about a dog dying. It's about him talking about a dog dying in 5 paragraphs of his reason why he didn't swat. That's what this really... That's the problem that you really find here, is that the dog dying seems to be such a big fucking issue. Yeah.
This is no longer about the dog. This is now about him legitimately swatting Warski. And admitting to it.
He doesn't say anything about swatting. There's a few ways you should ever find yourself in the center of a hate mob. Worst move is to provide them with anything they can use against you. Well, no shit, dumbass. Maybe the swatting should have, I don't know, not happened. We're going to read the comments after this, too, because there's some good shit in here. I'm sorry to all those whom I've hurt. Well, he almost got Andy killed, so I hope you're really sorry to him. Maybe you would have made that hit piece article if you really were. To those who placed their trust in me, which I feel I betrayed, inadvertently or otherwise, I trusted those who seek to ruin me. I am thankful to everyone who stuck their necks out for me. Not enough to tell them not to stick their necks out because you're a dirty fucking swatter. Narrative often eclipses the truth. Yeah, this narrative is not eclipsing the truth. You're an idiot. Be honest, cherish those who care for you. Nobody cares about you. Be careful with those who you trust. Nobody trusts you. Don't share anyone else's secrets. Don't swat anybody else's houses. And don't do anything underhanded. Imagine Ian Miles Cheong saying, don't do anything underhanded. The trash fire that rages within any given hate mob will snuff itself out with no combustible material to work with. Live well, do not participate in internet blood sports. What do you think? Tell us down in the comments below. Ian Miles Cheong is a force of evil journalist. I do stuff on Twitch, YouTube, previously seen on Daily Caller, Heat Streak, and The Escapist. Subscribe on YouTube to Hype Break. Oh, this page isn't available. Is Hype Break still up? Dude, is Hype Break still up?
Yeah.
The link don't work.
Copied the,
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Social Blade. Hey, we didn't lose subscribers yet.
Yeah, it's still up.
Hype.
We didn't lose subscribers, yeah.
26K.
Hype Break. Hey guys, this is Hype Break right now. Yeah. In case you're not seeing this very well, this is Hype Break. Saturday down 91, Sunday down 224, Monday down 123, Tuesday 129, 301 Friday. And Wednesday's been only going for about 3 minutes and he's already lost 7 subscribers. Oh, Jesus. What is that? Clapping.
They got him, this horse. They're gonna fuck it.
Goki Silver donated $5. Love that you and Tommy's working together. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that. Oh, They're losing 2 subs a minute. Back to Internet Blood Sports. Are you guys ready for the comments?
Oh, yes.
Let me put me down.
Yeah, I gotta hear that.
Alright, Lazarin writes, I'm not sure what to think about this anymore, but I do think that I'd rather have nothing to do with anyone associated with the entire Internet Blood Sports ball poppy. It is such an unstable, weird sociopath. There is better places than that. I don't see anyone here coming away with anything good. This one, Anonymous says, you are a fat faggot. This fat
Chungus.
titty baby sure knows how to whine. Go away, Chungus. Why are you always lying? And I believe this is a picture of Ian Miles Chung put on the child from Up.
Oh, God.
We're going to skip right over that one. Shut Up Meg by Peter Griffin. Chungus Dungus says, P.S. Replace shit with poopy. That's yeah, we're gonna avoid that one too. We're just gonna. Yeah, okay. Dog Killer, Pay for Pupper. Wow, just wow. Well, Champ. Oh, I don't want to hear Champ ever again. You tried, but you aren't gonna get any sympathy. You're a two-faced snake, and you've been caught in your own pit of lies. Dead Air Chungus says, miserable, just miserable. Imagine getting a dog flashbanged and getting a dude swatted and then playing the victim. Good job, Dead Air Chungus. That's a good one.
There's only 4 words you need in every single comment on this thread. So you swatted him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ian, what you did was I don't know that word. Chungus, sleep with one eye open. Nazis are coming, you gay porn folder. For your gay porn folder. Undefined. Ian is so full of poopy, it's not funny. You swatted someone and got their dogs killed. P.S. The gay porn you uploaded to Warski's channel to get him banned is illegal in Malaysia, the place you live. It'd be a shame if someone... Oh, we're not going to read that one.
Oh, shit.
I don't coach on any of this, I disavow.
Yeah, but these are the things that have been being said since by Warski.
Oh shit, what is that? That's a GIF.
They got him, this horse.
Another
They're gonna
fight.
fuck
Let's
it.
go, champ. Thank you so much again. I really do appreciate it. I haven't streamed in a while, so I'm not used to that. This is completely fake news, even if CNN articles are not as fake. Your research can... dude, this is false. Ian Miles Snake. That's a good one. This is so much bull poppy. Ian Miles Chong's disappointed ancestor. Oh, God. Friendly Twitter user. You did this all to yourself, ha ha ha. I knew someday your meaningless, inconsistent mumbling on Twitter would get you in trouble. I'm glad you see the day has finally come. This is what happens when you're a complete asswipe. This is totally fake news. You can't own up to your mistakes. It's as simple as that. Lies, lies, my omission, more lies. Wow, I guess you really are a journalist.
Jeez.
Yo, he's just a journalist. Just a journalist. You swatted someone and got their dog killed. Oh, this is a fucking copy. Cool story, bro. And now for what really happened. You saw an opportunity to snag Hype Break while Andy was busy with the Warski fight. Ugh. Fuck you, Ian. Ian blocked me for calling him the new mundane Matt. I'm sorry, Matt. They called him the Malaysian. Sorry, Matt. I knew that was gonna happen. 1. Admitting to doxing a man whose dog ended up being blown up. I'm sorry, I haven't seen it worded as a dog ended up being blown up. Apparently now it was a frag grenade. Admitted to taking the Hype Break passwords. Lied saying that HB was yours all along. Evidence proves your lie. Admitted on Twitter to posting gay porn on Andy's channel. That is confirmed true from the kill stream. Stole all the AdSense by lying to an MCM. Admitted to swatting Andy in an attempt to get him killed. You literally said you accused him of everything and you would get him killed in the US. Who is it?
Come in.
My bad.
Well, it was proven you're not a victim.
Gotta clean out my ball and shit.
Oh shit! IMC called someone.
Who?
Do what?
Don't answer the door.
Oh god. You deserve everything you're getting. Herdy der, Ralph, Jim, and Andy told me to come here, but I'm definitely not here because they said so. I don't give a poopy, true or false. This is written with the verbiage of a 9-year-old who's trying to hide the bad deeds they have done. Maybe this journalist should learn how to code. No, we're teaching them how to mine these days.
Yeah.
Just have a nice day. Keep gently caressing your lying and victimizing of yourself. Just end it, you fat chink incel retard. I do not. I disavow that.
Damn.
I 100% disavow that.
Jesus Christ. Damn.
You got someone's dog killed because you're a petty child. You should go to prison. I agree with that. What you posting there, Cheong? Pure coincidence. Buckle up, kiddo. The ride's just begun.
The views reflected in the comments section are not the views of anyone on this show.
Yeah, my show doesn't have a name yet. This is the evening with Nicholas DeOrio.
State of the evening.
The state of the evening address. wait, Zeph was here?
Seems
wait,
so.
That's actually Zeph, yeah. Yeah, isn't he the guy who had an emotional relationship, not a sexual one? Cuck.